So hashtags are a blessing from above. Hallelujah. But a lot of people use it wrongly, a lot of people underuse it, a lot of people undermine it. Imagine having like say 5 to 10 hashtags or 3 hashtags. Some even go to the extent of doing 20 hashtags. Can you imagine? And like you pack all these hashtags and then you just schedule your post, and then the same hashtags you use on Instagram, you use it on Twitter, on Facebook, on across all the channels, and you're like expecting this magic engagement. It doesn't work that way. So this is how it works, and I'm gonna try to break it down. Okay, so let's get right into it. Instagram hashtags is the way they work. The fact that one hashtag has 5 million usage does not mean it has 5 million followers. Now, oftentimes we use hashtags because we want to get more reach, beyond our followers, beyond our current audience on social media, yeah? But people who are not necessarily following the hashtag, especially on Instagram, right, might not be able to see your posts, because it takes someone who is following a certain hashtag to be able to see your post when you use it on Instagram. Let's use the hashtag love, for instance. The hashtag love has millions of usage, yeah? It does not necessarily mean that it has millions of followers. It doesn't mean that when you use it, you're going to have those millions of people, seeing your content. That's why sometimes you shouldn't be surprised when you have a lot of hashtags and then yet it's not getting you anywhere. And you're like, why isn't this working? So the best way to go about hashtags on Instagram is this. First of all, as much as it affords you the opportunity to use up to 20 hashtags or even more, say 30 hashtags, does not mean that you should use all hashtags, especially if you're using this hashtag for a brand, whether your brand or your client's brand, whoever it is. Yeah, use as little as 3 to 5 hashtags. Secondly, when you want to use these hashtags, ensure that you're using specific hashtags. Now, here's a trick that I was able to discover over my few years, in digital marketing. When you want to use hashtag, consider using hashtags that have been used by a certain movement or a certain social media challenge. Take, for instance, there was a time when silhouette challenge, was all across, the world, on different platforms, especially on TikTok. Yeah. Now, and of course, TikTok and Instagram. Now, imagine taking that silhouette challenge as a hashtag and using it, because a lot of people at that time had used the hashtag so much, and it trended a lot, so that quite a number of people were even following the hashtag because they wanted to get the best of the best content. They didn't want to miss any, right? So imagine using that kind of hashtag, or imagine using reality show hashtags. For instance, in Nigeria, right, there's this reality show, Big Brother Nigeria. Now imagine using that kind of hashtag. It's gonna work because a lot of people are following Big Brother, right? They follow Big Brother on Instagram and other platforms. But more importantly, some of them just want to get the best of the best of the best. So they even follow hashtags. Now, those people who follow that Instagram hashtag would most likely see your post when you use that hashtag on Instagram to post anything. Yeah? So you want to be specific. What kind of hashtags are being followed? That's one. Secondly, you want to consider what are those hashtags that are relevant to the kind of post that I want to post. Because you can't be posting something for a client that is into real estate and then you're using, for instance, silhouette challenge as a hashtag. It don't work. Or you're using for yourself. It don't work, right? You have to be specific. Okay, what kind of hashtag will be relevant to my brand that is being followed by a number of people, right? That will help you to get more likes, more reach, more engagement generally. Very, very important. Okay, for Twitter hashtags, you want to consider the kind of content that you want to post. Let's assume that you are managing a fashion brand, right? And you want to post on Twitter. Now, you want to consider a few things like, first of all, what kind of audience do I want to engage my content, right? Now, when you consider this audience, you then want to ask yourself questions like, what are the topics they are likely to search for online generally? When you're able to figure out what they're likely to search for, that is within the context of your content, then you can go ahead and use that hashtag. Every day has a number of words or hashtags that are trending on Twitter. You want to first of all go directly to your search and check what are the trending things on Twitter at the moment. Now, the trending things on Twitter would help you to understand how to best manage your hashtags and the words. Now, if those words are relevant to your brand, or those words might not be so relevant to your brand, but at least will not cause your brand any damage, you can go ahead and use them. Now, when you use them, you're likely to get more views, right? More engagement generally. Another trick, right, for Twitter is this. Whenever you are posting anything that has to do with video, GIF, pictures, ensure that you save those materials, the video material, the GIF, the pictures, the JPEG. Ensure that you save those materials based on the name you would like them to appear when people search online. For instance, you sell drinks, right? And you want to post a picture of a drink, right? You want to save that particular picture by the name of the drink. Maybe the name of the drink, and then attach the name of your brand to it, so that when people search online for that particular drink, your picture would appear on search engine. And when it appears on search engine, it will appear together with your brand's name, and that will give you more visibility. Okay, so with that, we've come to the end of this video. If you have any questions, you have any suggestions, or you feel that there's something I didn't touch on and you would like me to touch on in my next video, or you want to clarify something, or you feel that some things are just not clear about what I said, drop them in the comments and I'll be right there to answer you. You want to reach out to me, you can always reach out to me via my mail or any of my social platforms. Just send me a DM and I'll be right there. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to my channel if you do not find this content relevant. However, if you do, please go ahead and subscribe, because this is just one of the many contents that you would get that are quite enlightening. Thank you. All right, see you in my next video.